Peace, infinite waters diving deep once again. Can you hear that bird up there? We are out here in the harder nature, baby. Beautiful day. How to become positive when other people are negative. Let's just... Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Okay, I got a question in. Someone asked, how do you become positive when everybody around you is negative? And they actually put in brackets, like parents. Is that happening to you right now? You're just about good, positive vibes, and then other people are spoiling your fun? It could be parents. It could be people at work. It could be friends. It could even be the cat down the road. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? Let me share with you what's helped me along my journey to become positive when other people are negative. And this can relate to family, friends, even people you don't know. So I got a story for you. I just graduated and I had a lot of people in my family telling me what to do. My mom is very supportive. She gets a pass, but other people were like, hey, Ralph, just go and work there. Go and do that. Go and do this. And I'm like, no, I don't want to listen to you people. Where were you when I needed help? What's up, Drake? Look, so I started to realize, okay, I'm not just going to listen to all of these people, but they've got a point, actually. And I felt myself like absorbing their kind of negative vibes. And I'm like, okay, this is spoiling my fun right now. Then I realized a massive secret later on, that the universe reveals its secrets to those who dare to follow their hearts. Slow motion this side. Now, at that time, I wasn't doing that. And I was stuck. I was like, okay, should I listen to them? And they were telling me, hey, just go and get a corporate job, go and work here, go and work there. And I'm like, I just want to travel. I just want to actually learn a bit more. I just want to actually learn a bit more about myself, like as a human being, because I'm afraid nobody ever taught me about that in school. They didn't like teach me like about my emotions. So I got to start from zero. I got to start from scratch and learn it all by myself. Can you just let me do that for like 5 minutes, please? Now, I learned this. If you want to become positive when other people are negative, like parents, you got to let them know. That's it. Let them know how you feel. Start communicating, right? Start communicating. Not everybody is a psychic. As strange as it may seem, not everybody is a mind reader. They don't know what you're going through. And sometimes, even when you tell them, ain't nobody got time for that. People are busy. Okay, so I started to realize, wait a minute. If I'm feeling a certain way, sometimes like I'm absorbing their negative vibes, I gotta express myself. You see, positivity is not just being passive and accepting a situation. It's when you have the courage to express how you feel about a certain situation, and now the situation starts to change. Slow motion this side. So I remember telling my mom, hey, I just want to travel. I want to go to Brazil. I went to Brazil, and she slowly started to understand her son, okay? So you really gotta talk to people. Let them know what you are going through, what you are going through on the inside. Like really vent sometimes. Say, look, this is making me really frustrated. Oh my gosh. You see, they haven't seen that side of you. And this can even relate to the workplace, okay? Like, if someone is bothering you at work, let them know. Say, hey, I'm not going to tolerate your BS anymore. No, no, no. Okay, and then you'll win an Oscar for that performance, right? Be authentic when you're really letting them know. Say, look, I'm not just going to put up with this. I know my rights. I know what I'm worthy for. Okay, and let people know how you feel. And then they're almost like going to be like, what? I've never seen this side of you. And then the next day, it's going to be totally different. They're going to give you the space that you need, right? And then you're going to keep your positive vibes, okay? And then someone else is going to come along and test you again. Don't worry about it, okay? Let them know how you feel. Don't suppress your emotions. Depression is suppression. Let it out, baby. Okay, what's also helped me to be positive when other people are negative, like parents, like the cat down the road sometimes, like friends and random people, right? Is to realize this: positive people don't have the best of everything, okay? They just see the best side of everything. They just make the best of everything, okay? I remember I was in Malibu one time and I was filming, and I had a next door neighbor who was saying, hey, stop filming, stop making noise. Like, stop doing that. Can't you see I'm trying to sleep? Okay. And for a long time, it was kind of getting me down because I'm like, okay, how am I going to remain positive when other people are negative? Okay. And I'm like, I got to make the best of this whole experience, right? I got to take something good out of it. And then I realized alternatives. I went somewhere else to record. And then he still popped up. Okay, no, he didn't. But I'm like, okay, once again, I learned how to express myself to say, hey, look, there are a lot of deep divers out there. And he still didn't want to hear it. Okay. But then I started to realize, okay, it's not the end of the world. You see, positive people don't have, once again, the best of everything. They just see the best side of everything. I'm like, okay, when it's all said and done, I've already got a lot of videos out there. So it's okay. We're going to do it. I can do it in the afternoon. I can do it at night. We do it with a torch, right? And I'll say, peace, infinite waters. Okay, we'll find a way to do it. Okay, we can still do it. We can still do it. We can still do it. Okay, I've learned this, that you got to train your mind to see the best of everything, the best side of everything, because your happiness depends on the quality of your thoughts. Life isn't perfect. And I've realized this, like, life is kind of messy sometimes. It's just like we're all trying to get tidy, like get really tidy. It's messy. Accept it. Life sometimes is a whole moment of you saying, what the hell is going on? Okay? It can get really rough too. And sometimes you might be in a city, there might be a lot of pollution. Okay, you got to learn how to take responsibility. And that's what I've learned along my journey. Responsibility means responding to your ability. To realize this, that if you learn how to train your mind to see the best side of everything, negativity no longer has power over you. You see, I've learned that negativity can only affect you when you are vibrating on the same frequency as that negativity. Switch your vibe so it can no longer affect you. And you got to do that by shifting your focus and changing what you are perceiving. To say, actually, I'm going to shift my focus. They call it paying attention for a reason, because when you are feeding into negativity, when you are paying it attention, you are giving it your energy. Slow motion this side. In other words, it is an energetic transaction. So be mindful of where your attention is going to, because that is where your energy is flowing to. Well, that even rhymes. Can we do a little song right now? Be aware of where your energy is going to, because that's where it's flowing to. Okay, we can do it again in the studio. Look, train your mind just to see a little bit of goodness in a really, really bad situation. My car broke down one time on the Pacific Coast Highway, and I was stuck for a long time. And I'm like, I gotta go places. I got places to be. And what happened to me? I turned on the radio and I was listening to beautiful classical music. And I shut my eyes and I'm like, I'm in heaven right now. Then I woke up and I'm like, where am I? Help! Okay, but you can actually turn the whole situation around. You got to learn how to become an alchemist. Okay, and realize that, look, if you have parents who are getting you down, work colleagues who are getting you down, friends who are getting you down, making you feel negative, it's not gonna last forever. This too shall pass. That's what I realized along my journey. Okay, everything you're stressing about now, in 100 years won't even matter. Okay, 200 years, okay? You see, most of us, we're not grateful. And that's why I always say this: the more grateful you are, the more abundant your life will become. Slow motion inside. I've been through a lot of situations, negative situations, been around negative people, and it's gotten me down. And then I say, wait a minute, I love playing the guitar. I love skating. Like, I'm so grateful I can do this every single day, because I used to work in a hospital. I saw some people in a coma. So you woke up, you got a roof over your head. Well, actually, we've got branches over our head. That's even better. Be thankful you're alive, baby. Now, this is where we're really gonna dive into it. How to become positive when other people are negative. Realize this: nobody, not your parents, not random people, strangers, people at work, people in the gym, nobody can upset you without your permission. And I've learned this the hard way, because I always used to blame other people for how I felt on the inside. They're making me feel like so negative right now. No, they're not. Sorry to break it to you, but you are allowing them. Through an invitation, you are accepting their invitation to say, actually, okay, I am accepting right now for you to make me feel upset. It's a conscious choice you're making. Your happiness is a conscious choice. So nobody can upset you without your permission. You have to give the go-ahead, the green light to say, actually, okay, come and upset me. Come and upset me, baby. You don't have to do that. Right? And I learned this, like, okay, if I see someone who's criticizing me, who's making me feel negative, no, I'm making myself feel negative by accepting their invitation, by externalizing my power. So if you have someone in your family, your mother, your father, even the cat down the road, that's family too. Whoever it is, just people on the internet you don't even know, okay? Trying to bring you down, realize they can't do it without you saying, yes, continue to do it. Once you say, actually, I'm gonna return back to sender. I'm not gonna take this invitation. I'm not gonna accept it. It's going right back to you. Then their negativity no longer affects you. And then you can keep your beautiful positive vibes. You got to realize once again, though, that the universe is full of contrast. It is through contrast that we discover who we truly are. Slow motion this side. Sometimes you do need negativity for you to be positive, right? You do need negativity for you to have all of this positivity. You need sadness sometimes to really know what happiness is. You need light and dark. In the darkness, We become illuminated. Without the darkness, you would not be able to see the stars. Remind yourself there, right? So I realized that it's all part of it. It's all part of the yin and the yang, what they spoke of in the Tao, okay? Positive and negative. You see it in a battery, but ultimately it's the one force. So realize that negativity is never, ever gonna go away. But you can become a master alchemist, and you can actually turn that negativity into positivity to work in your favor, right? 7-day vegan challenge. Now, a lot of people are doing it, and some people write to me saying, Ralph, it's kind of hard, not the eating part, but dealing with idiots. What? Dealing with people, Ralph, who don't get me. They're trying to bring me down, Ralph. Hold on a minute. What's going on? Let's call the cat down the road in for this, okay? I know what it's like. When I became a vegan over 13 years ago, I lost a lot of weight. And I had even family members, I would go to these dinner dances, these parties, who would say, Ralph, you're looking really bony. You better start eating meat again. And I'm like, you're supposed to be part of my family. You're supposed to be helping me out and encouraging me. What the hell is going on? And at the time I was very weak as a human being in terms of I didn't really know how to express myself. And I'm like, okay, I was so silent, but it really affected me. So I'm here to tell you, if you've got parents, family members who are criticizing what you're eating because you're eating a plant-based diet, realize this, not everybody is going to understand your food journey, and that's okay. Like I got a good friend and she doesn't drink pasteurized juice. I'm here drinking pasteurized fruit juice, okay? It's organic. And she's like, I don't even drink pasteurized fruit juice because they got to heat it up. And I'm like, what? She's like, only cold pressed juice. And I'm like, huh? But down the line, I'm like, she's got a point because the enzymes are still in the juice. Slow motion this side. I learned this, that you see, because Infinite Waters is growing so much, a lot of people who were doubting me before about my food diet are like, Ralph, I became a vegan. Thanks. I'm like, what? You were the same one who was laughing at me when I was saying, hey, I'm going vegan. I actually met a vegan 20 years ago, and I thought he was crazy, right? I thought, what the hell is he about? Now I'm a vegan too, right? So you got to realize it all comes full circle. Not everybody is going to understand your food journey, your weird eating habits, okay? Your intermittent fasting and all of that stuff. Not everybody's going to understand it. They don't have to. Just keep on your road, keep stuffing those blueberries in your mouth full of vitamin C, those anthocyanins going to prevent cancer. And in the long run, you'll be saying, can I get a hello? There. That's better. I've learned this, that to become positive when other people are negative, like parents in brackets you put, the generation gap. Some people were born in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000, right? Look, you got the millennials up and about, okay? Different generations have different programs installed in their minds, in their subconscious minds, and they have different beliefs about the world, and therefore that governs their actions. Some people are religious, some people aren't. Some people were born in a certain environment which made them a certain way. We're dealing with all of that, right? Our parents are coming from a totally different generation. We got to deal with that, and we got to realize that. We got to have a overstanding and innerstanding and understanding. You like that, right? You got to know that it's a generational thing. It's nothing personal. To become positive when other people are negative, one of the 4 agreements. It's nothing personal. I get it. Sometimes I got family members, they were born in the 40s and the 50s, and I get it. They're not really so much into technology. But then I realized, okay, things are changing. Okay, they probably thought their grandparents, they were like way behind, okay? It's a generation gap, and we got to really know this, that it's not personal. If you've got parents who don't understand your way of life, because they're like, I would never have done that in my 20s. Well, it's a new day. Like, our children are, in 20 years, going to be so different from us. They're going to look at us like hunter-gatherers, for goodness sakes. And we ain't even had breakfast yet, okay? There is a huge transformation happening on the planet. Planet Earth is being recreated. And therefore, you are having many shifts in consciousness. You may be going through a massive awakening. You may be coming to know who you truly are. And some people, even family, parents, friends, people you don't even know, trolls, whatever, they don't know who they are. And the moment you try to free yourself from all of the chains, you got to realize that, oh my gosh, it's kind of hard because it's like crabs in a bucket. Everybody's trying to pull me down, Ralph. But realize this, you can only fly when you become lighter, when you let go of all of that baggage. Slow motion is like, It's nothing personal. Please don't take it personal. That's what's helped me along my journey. Like, I don't take it personal. Judge my lifestyle, I don't take it personal. Because at the end of the day, I wake up with a bunch of grapes in my mouth. Now, positivity, negativity. When you have people who are so-called negative around you, you got to realize this, that you've also got a little bit of that inside of you too, okay? But more so, you got to learn how to tap into other people's level of consciousness. Like, where are they right now in their life? That will give you a greater perspective of where they are coming from, okay? And everybody has a different level of consciousness. So once you become mindful of that, you can now place yourself in their shoes to say, actually, I get it now. Their childhood experiences, their background, all of that has a lot to do with how they are interacting with you. Some of our parents had a very rough childhood. So sorry, now it gets passed on to you, okay? Some parents had a very good childhood. They pass it on to their children. Some parents had a bad childhood, but they want to make their children's future a lot brighter. Same thing with friends and random strangers, okay? You got to learn that. You got to tap into where other people are mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And once again, that will help you not take it to heart, okay? And also not feel guilty about expressing how you really feel. Stop feeling guilty about being so marvelous. Like, please. Okay. Plan of action. Radical action. You don't have to stay in a condition that is not making you happy. You don't have to stay in a situation that is not serving you. You can walk away. You're not weak. You're not a weakling. Don't believe anything they say. They're the ones that got you in this shoddy situation, right? With your permission. So I started to realize this, that plan of action. I realized when I had finished studying, I wanted to go to Brazil, and I had a lot of people saying, hey, just go and get a job, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, no, I'm going. Bye. That was my plan of action. I said, I got to start taking that radical action, baby. I got on a plane and I landed in Ipanema. The rest is history, right? So what is your plan of action? If you are in a house and you've got other people in the house, even if you're renting with other people, friends, well, they were friends, okay? People, and they're getting on your nerves, you're like, they're making me feel so negative right now. You gotta realize that you are not powerless, you are powerful, and that means you gotta start taking your plan of action. And that could be becoming mindful of who you surround yourself with, to say, actually, I'm gonna get my own place once I get the money to do that. You got the money, good. Get your own place, okay? And then be selective of who you are sharing your energy with. I've seen it along my journey. Like, there are some people you are around and you just like pick up their negative vibes. And it really is their negative vibes, right? And then there are some people who you just pick up their positive vibes and you bounce off each other's positive energy. Those are the people who you really need to be around every single day, okay? Because your vibe attracts your tribe. So be selective of who you are sharing your energy with and don't tolerate it. Don't stay in a situation where you are just tolerating everything. Go where you are celebrated, baby, where people love you. They're clapping for you. They even lay out the red carpet. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. How to be positive when other people are negative, in brackets, parents, Ralph. But it's not just parents, is it? Sometimes it's people on the internet, okay? Realize this, and I've learned this. I've learned like this massive secret that the universe will give you experiences which are most helpful for your evolution, but more so, most helpful for you in becoming your greatest version. Now, how this has played out in my life is like this. Like, there was times when I used to skate when I was younger, I still do, and I got injured. I actually twisted my ankle, and I was out for a couple of weeks. And during that time, what happened? I had to learn about myself like never before. I had to realize for the first time, okay, you see, it's only when you get injured. It is only when you get injured that you start to appreciate health. It is only when you get injured that you start to appreciate health, right? It's only when you're sad that you really start to appreciate happiness. It's only once you lose your keys, ever lost your keys, been locked out of the house, that you really actually are like, I love this key, okay? Sometimes you got to lose yourself to find yourself. You got to lose your keys to actually start appreciating your car keys, okay? Because it's a pain in the ass when you lose it. So realize, and I learned, life will always give you experiences which are most helpful for you in becoming your greatest version. So when you are around negative people, they are testing you. They're testing you, and you've got to pass the test by not allowing their negative vibes to spoil your day. Don't give anybody that kind of power. Okay? They ain't the cat down the road. All right? Don't let anybody make you feel miserable. You are a marvelous being, human being, and you came here to have fun. You came here to be whatever you want. And that's how to become positive when other people are negative, even parents or cats. Cats are really not negative. They just do their own thing, right? Right. Have a beautiful day, deep divers. Feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? We are out here in the heart of nature, just woo, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Have a beautiful day. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You.